Seems crazy to appreciate a quick, painless landing, but sometimes the round of applause is well deserved. Not all airports offer an easy-breezy touchdown to pilots. Some need special training and licenses. In this video, we will show the most dangerous airports in the world. Tenzing-Hillary Airport. Tenzing-Hillary Airport, or Lukla Airport, is located 2860 meters above sea level, surrounded by mountainous terrain. Its short runway is 527 meters and sits on the edge of a cliff, with a 610-meter drop on one side and a stone wall on the other. The weather is highly unpredictable in the mountains, so the flights only operate in the morning. It's common for flights to get cancelled due to sudden snow or fog. A pilot may even decide to return to Kathmandu if the weather seems unfavorable, because once you start the descent, you have to land. Only small planes and helicopters can land and take off here. Even so, it has a history of plane crashes. Princess Juliana International Airport. This airport on the Caribbean island of St. Martin sits right next to a public beach, and flies so low that sunbathers get a good blast of wind and sand whenever a plane arrives. The runway is short at 2,164 meters, with the beach on one side and mountains on the other. Aviation geeks flock to the beach to get selfies of the dramatic takeoffs and landings. However, there are numerous signs that warn people to stay back, as jet blast from planes can topple them over and cause injuries, and it did in 2017 when a woman died due to head injuries, after getting knocked over while she was standing by the fence of the airport. Paro International Airport. What do you say about an airport that's so difficult to navigate that only 17 pilots are allowed to land here? Paro International Airport is Bhutan's only international airport, and it is nestled in the Himalayas, 2,244 meters above sea level. Arrivals and departures are allowed only during the day, and even then, pilots need to be highly skilled to keep the aircraft's nose from rubbing on the mountains. They maneuver the plane at a 45-degree angle and avoid clifftop homes to make a successful descent. This small airport with a 1981-meter runway. Madeira Airport, also known as Cristiano Ronaldo International Airport. Madeira Airport can cause the most confident flyers to appreciate the ground beneath their feet after touchdown. The short airstrip is nicely placed between cliffs and the ocean, and it is extended with 180 columns in the water to make it safe for planes to land. The dangerous Atlantic winds add to the drama, and it's notorious for its turbulent landings that can shake anyone up. No wonder very few pilots are cleared to land here. Narsarsuaq Airport. There are multiple reasons why this airport in the southern part of Greenland is scary. It's situated amid fjords, great for a picture but not so perfect for planes. The approach to the 1828-meter runway through fjords is tricky, and pilots need to make a 90-degree turn, which can be challenging due to strong winds. Then there are nearby volcanoes that erupt ash and reduce visibility. It can be treacherous to fly here at night, so only daytime landings and takeoffs are permitted. Gibraltar International Airport. When landing at Gibraltar, you're heading towards a monolith. The runway is between a rock and a bustling city, and ends abruptly with the sea on either side, so pilots have to brake the moment they touch the ground. But that's not the scariest bit. What puts Gibraltar on this list is the fact that the runway cuts through a busy street, so the road has to be closed off every time a plane arrives or takes off. Courchevel Altiport. Skiers experience a spike in their adrenaline even before they get on the slopes of the French Alps, thanks to the Courchevel Airport. It is 1,981 meters above sea level, and planes face an obstacle course of mountains and valleys to get there. The runway only stretches 518 meters, and it's also quite steep, with a downward gradient of 18.5%, so takeoffs are also nerve-wracking. There are no lighting aids here, so flying during bad weather conditions is unsafe. Juancho Yrausquin Airport. If you're a nervous flyer, it makes sense to take a boat to reach Saba Island from St. Martin, instead of the 15-minute flight. Saba's airport is known for its extremely short runway at 400 meters, flanked by hills on one side. The runway barely has any distance from the Caribbean waters, so any misjudgment from the pilot can bring a plane precariously close to plunging into the sea. St. Helena Airport. St. Helena is a remote British overseas territory in the Atlantic. When the construction finished in 2015 after delays, it was discovered that the wind shears made it too turbulent to land flights, and only pilots with special training can land there. It can get pretty rough to fly into this island known for its trails and whale sharks. Toncontin International Airport. The airport in Tegucigalpa lives in infamy as one of the world's most dangerous airports, site of several crashes. The airport is surrounded by mountains, and the approach can make pilots nervous as they need to make a 45-degree turn minutes before touchdown in the valley and navigate through neighborhood homes. What's more, overshooting the 2,133-meter long tabletop runway can prove fatal. Congonhas Airport. The runways of São Paulo's airport are infamous for their short length and tricky approach and slippery conditions. It's also terrifying to land so close to the city amid endless rows of rooftops. In 2007, a plane overshot the runway and hit a petrol pump and warehouse. It was a deadly crash that killed 187 people on board and 12 on the ground. Telluride Airport. There's not much room for error here. The Telluride Airport in Colorado is the highest elevation commercial airport in America, soaring high at 2764 meters. The mountain winds coupled with the steep cliffs of the San Juan Mountains make it very challenging to fly here. Aspen/Pitkin County Airport. Another scary airport in the U.S. is Aspen/Pitkin County Airport, elevation 2377 meters. In the popular ski town of Aspen, multiple crashes have happened due to ever-changing wind conditions and low visibility, and mountains on either side. It's definitely one of the trickiest runways to land in the country.